AI government contractors. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to use Sam.gov to find government contracts. I'm going to be discussing the problems that many middlemen and small businesses face when it comes to selecting their industry and facilitating a successful search on Sam.gov. And I'm going to give you a step by step guide. But before we get into the presentation, help me reach 1,000 school community members. Just yesterday, we crossed a massive milestone. We hit 500 members on the school community, and I actually released a bonus video about how to create a price sheet when the subcontractor has sent you a digital pricing sheet. You don't want to miss that. Head over to the school group. I'm going to leave a description or a link in the description below. When we get to 1,000, I promise to have a 2-day intensive proposal writing workshop for every member in that school group. Let's move on. See, the three problems that middlemen, small businesses face in government contracting are really common problems that we can address. And these problems are typically related to searching on sam.gov and using the interface in a way that is not only strategic but efficient. And those problems typically come up this way. First of all, you find it hard to pick your industry. There might be this ongoing battle of, well, I have 10 years in healthcare. It would only make sense for me to go into healthcare. Oh, my slides are going crazy here. Okay, the first thing is people are stuck behind their previous experience. Let's say you've been a real estate agent for the past 10, 15 years. You believe that, well, maybe I should just go into real estate alone. Some people say, well, there's so many industries on sam.gov. Perhaps I could try something new, but then the options become too many and they find it difficult to pick. Then some people are in careers where there are not that many opportunities on sam.gov for them to pick from. So this causes confusion. It's a big conundrum for most people. And then there are people who are just too focused on NAICS codes. They are so attached to their NAICS code that they do not have the ability to explore other industries. And listen, NAICS codes are great. This is how industries are classified. But in order for you to get the best out of sam.gov, you're going to want to look beyond NAICS codes. And I'll be showing you some of those solutions in this video. And also, people get extremely overwhelmed reading government solicitations. And if you have been in the industry for more than 3 days, you know that these government solicitations are very lengthy and are full of compliance language that sometimes just goes over the head of small business owners and middlemen, just like myself. And the problem with having these challenges, facing these challenges on a day to day basis is simple. The problem is that it changes your beliefs around government contracting. You start to believe that it's too hard. I've heard many people say, hey, you know what? This is not really for me. And these beliefs come about from facing these problems day to day. And the truth is that if you can change your belief around government contracting, you will change your results. If you can change your strategy around government contracting, you can change your results. So I want you to make these three promises to me. And if you keep these promises, it's very likely that your results in government contracting will change. I had a student who had never submitted a contract before, had never submitted a bid or even written a proposal. And he had created his first proposal, submitted it, and got a contracting officer's response within 2 days. He changed his strategy and his results began to change. And if you keep up with a strategy that is giving you results, you're going to get to that goal, but it's one step at a time. The first promise I want you to make is that you're never going to play the guessing game while searching on SAM. You are going to pick three NAICS codes that you're going to be going after for the next 12 months. But the next promise I want you to make is that you're not only going to focus on NAICS codes. NAICS codes are great, but they can limit you to one industry. So you're also going to use industry keywords, and you're going to generate those industry keywords using ChatGPT to connect to adjacent industries. And what I mean by that is this: you could perhaps be in waste management using the NAICS code for waste management. But when you expand your search with industry keywords, you can access non hazardous waste management. You can access solid waste management that may be in different NAICS codes. But because of those industry keywords, you're able to connect to adjacent industries. And you're also going to have to promise to use ChatGPT to break down the solicitations. You're not going to sit down for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours trying to weave through each line of these compliance jargons. Instead, you're going to use prompts that make inquiries on the attached document, giving you what you need to move forward expeditiously, quickly. So I'm going to show you how to search on Sam.gov, and I'm going to use my industry selection system, which you can get for free in the school group. It's going to show you how to strategically search on Sam.gov. So, guys, what we have in this Google Doc here is the planning sheet. So you want to use the NAICS code wheel to search for your industry, the industries you want to pursue on SAM. Now, I'm not going to use the NAICS code wheel in this video. I'm just going to pick a random industry where I can get the NAICS code. So, for example, I'm going to go with, let me see, what do I have in mind right now? Security. Give me some security NAICS codes. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to want to plan this out for yourself. I'm only going to do one batch, but I believe that with that one, you'll be able to do the rest. Now, the next code we have here is 561612, Security Guard and Patrol Services. Fantastic. So I'm going to grab that next code and I'm going to go into my industry planner and I'm going to add the NAICS code here. This is exactly what you want to do when you have this document. I'm going to add the NAICS code here. So security guard and patrol services. Wonderful. After I have grabbed my selected NAICS code, I'm going to have to generate industry keywords that would help me to connect to adjacent industries or keep me within that particular industry. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask ChatGPT to generate industry keywords in brackets no more than 2 words for this next code. And you just wait for ChatGPT to do its thing. It's generating dozens of industry keywords. Now, just having the industry keywords are not enough, especially if you look into this form, there's only space for three. So the question that comes to your mind at this point is, what would be the criteria that I would use to evaluate the three industry keywords that I'm going to pursue? Well, the answer to that question is, check this out, volume. I forgot how to spell volume for a moment there. But guys, you want to pick industry keywords that have the appropriate volume, volume that is enough for you to search over the next 12 months. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to grab this. industry keyword, event security. And I'm going to head over to Sam.gov. While in Sam.gov, I'm going to click on search. After I click on search, I am going to click on select domains and I'm going to select contract opportunities. And after contract opportunities, I'm going to add this next code or this industry keyword into the search, event security. Guys, we have 478 results. That tells me that event security has good volume on sam.gov. But guys, hold on for a second. I also have to give a disclaimer here that sam.gov is not a perfectly optimized website to where each industry keyword or NAICS code that you throw into the search produces the exact result you're looking for. What I mean is that you can throw in security, but then you might see other some strange contracts like spaceport operations and center services. This may have nothing to do with security. So I want to make that disclaimer as quickly as possible. Look at the next code, facility support services. The reason we're doing this, however, is because we want to know that, well, under this particular keyword, I have a volume of 478. Some of them would be related to the industry, some of them might not be related to the industry, but based on that particular keyword, you can see that it computes a lot of volume on sam.gov. So we're going to add that keyword to our planner. And this is how we do it. It's all copy and paste. Now I'm going to run over here and I'm going to see like asset protection. Is there any asset protection? Let's remove this. Okay, so with asset protection here, we have 48 results, which is relative. It's okay. It's a medium. I would say it's medium. Tactical module in repair modification of OF. Now, like I said, power supply. We are not going to exactly see because sam.gov is not a perfectly optimized website. So you always want to just evaluate by eye. What kind of contracts am I seeing? If it's something that you find, well, nothing actually has to do with security here, and that's what I'm looking for, you can grab another industry keyword to compare and contrast. But essentially, the goal that you want to have here is to look and see. Look, you see security consulting, and we have hazardous waste support services. Again, this website is not optimized, and some industries just don't have enough volume on contracts that the result that it ends up giving you is something that is far from what you may be looking for. So you're going to have to play this by eye. I want to make it clear that there's no perfect system. There's no 1 + 1 = 2 in government contracting. You want to make sure that you are rolling with the punches and you're flexible in your movement to get to the other side. So once you have established that a keyword is good to pursue, you're going to want to put it into your planning sheet. So site surveillance, for example. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to look for site surveillance. So with site surveillance, installation of video surveillance systems and upgrade of intrusion detection system, 154 results. So as you keep going deeper into these industry keywords, you might find some really interesting contracts that may have not been within the industry keyword or even the NAICS code that you selected, but is something that you can deliver on. This becomes an opportunity for you to want to capitalize on. So I'm happy with site surveillance. I'm going to add site surveillance to my planning sheet. And you're going to do that for NAICS code 2, and you're going to do that for NAICS code 3. And interestingly, this search can last you 12 months. Don't play. If event security has 400, a list of 400 results, this has 98 results. Site surveillance has 78 results. It's not going to take you 2 weeks to go through all those pages, especially if you are actually diligent. Guys, today's video is actually more of a shorter video because I wanted to show you this strategy. I want to know, Did you use it? If you used it, what kind of results were you seeing when you entered your industry key words? But I don't want to beat a dead horse. I need you to come into the school group. I have exclusive videos that get released on the school group. Once we hit 1,000 school members, I will be hosting a free proposal writing workshop, 2 days intensive. It's not going to be recorded, it's just a live event. So, or perhaps I may record it and leave it in the group for 24 hours at best. But that information is not just going to stay there. So, if you're interested in joining the group, you can join. It's not for everybody, but for the people who want to use artificial intelligence to optimize their government procurement process. All right, AI government contractors, take care.